how did your journey of embracing your gray hair started?
My own family would say that, hum color kar rahe hain, but why are you not coloring? So that was even more challenging for me. If somebody from your own family tells you constantly, one time you will feel that maybe I'm looking abnormal, maybe I'm not looking nice.
So when did you realize that you were suffering from anxiety and depression?
After my delivery, the only thing I would do was cry.
It was postpartum depression.
मोर होता है, वो बहुत प्रिटी होता है, बट उसके पैर अगली होते हैं. मेकिंग माई पॉइंट दैट इवन इफ समथिंग इज नॉट प्रिटी, आई एम ओके विद इट.
You cannot get the body you love by hating the body you have.
Even if they highlight your flaws, you don't highlight it for yourself. That is your strength.
So very warm welcome, Ridhima ma'am. Your voice is bringing such an important change in the society, and you are loved and adored by so many for redefining the beauty standards of society. You have embraced your grey hair so beautifully, and I am inspired by you. So, but first, I would like to ask you to introduce yourself and share your journey with us.
Thank you, Dr. Tamanna, for having me here. It's a pleasure to be with you. So I'm Ridhima, and I'm married for 19 years, and I have a beautiful family, and I'm an educator by profession for last 8 years. My journey has been with lot of ups and downs, but every time there is a down, there is a hope that it will also go up. So with that up and down phase of life, I have been, fighting all odds, and I'm also hopeful that I will overcome all the challenges. One thing that has really helped me is my profession. Being around children who can actually give you such unconditional love is something that I look forward to every single day. And my journey has been with a lot of health issues, and with all of that, I have realized that the more you preserve your health, the better it is.
Okay, so Rewire, the podcast we are doing right now, is all about understanding the patterns that shape our mental health. And I realized that women spend a lot of their energy and their mental health gets consumed by a pressure to look a certain way. And you have been embracing your authenticity so well. So, can you share how did your journey of embracing your gray hair started?
Right. So I feel being a female, every stage that you cross in life has its own challenges.
Yes.
When you enter your teenage, there are challenges. When you get married, there are challenges. And so when you embrace motherhood, there are challenges.
Yes.
So when I embraced motherhood, I was diagnosed with postpartum depression, and it took a toll on me, and very tough time that I had gone through. Uh, Over and above all of that, after delivering the child, there is a constant pressure to come back to that shape.
Yeah.
So once I was diagnosed with postpartum depression, there was constant anxiety over and above that I want to go back in that shape. I was not being kind to myself. I was constantly comparing myself. And I think for years, I did that to myself. I started to feel that I'm not pretty anymore. And that would pull me down even further. It was during the COVID time that, we were all locked down and we were not socializing, we were not meeting people. Salons were closed, and there was no choice, to go and get the roots colored. So that was a time that I realized that we are completely normal with our gray roots when we are with ourselves.
Yes.
When we have to go or move in society, we color our roots because we have this firm belief that people are going to judge us. And while we don't realize moving in the society, we judge ourselves constantly. That was the time that I realized that I'm not coloring it for myself. I am coloring it for others so that they don't judge me. It is also fine when I move in society around people, even if they find me old, even if they see my gray roots, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
And during that time, I came across that one of my close friends, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She lost her life. That was another opportunity for me to do something for cancer patients. And I had already white roots to quite a bit of length. And I thought to donate my colored roots to cancer patients so that their wigs can be made. So that was something that I thought to do, to give my tribute to my friend because I missed her. And then I also went through another, this thing that people, even my own family, would say that, hum color kar rahe hain, but why are you not coloring?
Yeah.
So that was even more challenging for me.
Yes.
If somebody from your own family tells you constantly, one time you will feel that,
Yes.
yeah, maybe let me just color.
Yes.
Maybe I'm looking
Yeah.
abnormal.Maybe I'm not looking nice.
Yeah.
But then the more I heard that, the more I reinforced in my own self that I'm perfectly fine just the way I am. And I don't have to do something which a majority of females are doing.
Yeah.
And today I realize that when I go anywhere, people want to achieve this kind of hair,
Yes.
and they are dying to have this
Yes.
kind of,
Yeah.
color. But they
Yeah.
they don't have that kind of patience, courage to
Yes.
actually go through that fading phase where,
Yes.
you are actually waiting patiently
Yes.
that one day my whole hair length will become gray.
Yes.
So this result is desirable,
Yes.
but the journey or the challenges or the courage that requires this kind of hair length, that is difficult for anyone to.
Definitely. And so many people appreciate you with what you truly stand for. I think so many people are there with you, love you, adore you for who you are right now. And of course, it was not easy. You must have fought and you have shown courage for how you look right now. This is such a beautiful realization, the shift that happened during COVID time. What do you think how this shift or this realization changed you internally?
So after my marriage, or even if I think how I was in college, I was a very shy and timid person. Very always doubting myself and constantly feeling that I'm no good. Always comparing myself to my sibling. Uh, but after this grey journey, I do see there is a different kind of confidence. And I am like a go getter. I know that, the amount of courage or the amount of strength I have, uh, I can achieve anything and everything.
Yeah.
So that has really helped me become a person who is all embracing with all her flaws, with my bouts of anxiety and depression. I know that I am beautiful just the way I am with all my flaws. All I need to do is I need to just keep walking forward
Yes.
without doubting myself.
Yes, definitely. And of course, this makes you so authentically you that you feel beautiful. And I think beauty is more about perception rather than perfection.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So for women, this puts such an added pressure. बचपन से ही हमें सिखा दिया जाता है to hide our flaws. मेकअप करना भी हम बचपन से ही सीख लेते हैं और criticize ourselves constantly for our double chin, for dark circles, for stretch marks. How does this pressure affect women's mental health?
So I think women are always, whether they are young girls, or they are, they become full women. I think they are constantly dealing with the pressure.
Yeah.
Why I say that is because there is a lot of body shaming if any girl is a little chubby.
Yeah.
If the skin is dark, there is constant pressure on that.
Yeah.
And even, what we see on television, there is Fair and Lovely. Always the model is going to be.
Yes.
From childhood, we have seen the models are,
Yes.
females.
Yeah.
Now I do see there are Fair and Lovely. This thing,
Yes.
creams for men
For the
as
darker
well,
shades as
for the
well.
darker shades as well, and for even for men.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but our beauty standards are such that aging is, kind of a burden on you. It has
Yeah.
to be like hidden.
Yes.
You can't age. While you look at men, with gray hair, they look so handsome, and
Yeah.
they are never under that pressure that they have to dye their hair or they have to look all of it. Men are just comfortable or accepted just the way are. And I do feel that females who indulge in more and more these extra things like Botox or, things to look younger, they are
Even-
always in
even-
that comparison.
Yeah.
That, first thing they will look into the other female is that how is she looking and how am I looking.
Yes. I think from childhood we are compared with people, with other women. If I look back, I was compared with my cousin. So I think that this puts a lot of pressure on children, and then we grow up convincing ourselves that I have to look better to feel loved, to feel accepted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So I feel childhood plays a very big role and parents play a very big role. How do you think like parenting affects how we see ourselves, right?
Yes, it does. Because these constant comparisons between friends, between siblings, cousins, gives that psychology to the child that, I have to look better.
Yes.
And we have seen that. The idea is not to give this or not to pass on this kind of comparisons to the younger generations. So a lot of responsibility is on each one of us,
Yes.
that the girls that are there younger to us and all, they should actually feel comfortable in who they are.
Yes.
So for me also, I feel that today, even in my own generation, in my generation, even if nobody switches to leaving coloring their hair or anything, but I am looking at the generation Gen Z. For them, looking at somebody with gray hair is normal. So I am making it normalized. It is okay to have gray hair. It is okay to age. It is okay to dress up, how you should be as per your age, so that you are not constantly putting additional burden on yourself, because it is an additional burden.
Definitely.
It is.
The way life is, we have too many things to handle, and on the top of that, pressure to look perfect, to look a certain way, and also this is a vicious cycle.
Yes.
We just constantly criticize ourselves. We fix our one thing, then the other thing pops up, and we are constantly in that loop of
Yes.
hating ourselves. So, and you have basically inspired and shared that acceptance is the first step, right? So,
Yes.
what roadblocks you have faced in the journey of your acceptance?
Yeah. So first roadblock was my own family
Yeah.
telling me that, we are coloring, why aren't you coloring? The other roadblock was people very openly saying that, you look old, you should color your hair, you know. You are very young, your face is young, but your hair are gray.
Yeah.
So the more, you want to be confident about yourself, so it's like going against the wind.
Yes.
So, but I would like to tell people that when you, go against the wind, you always stand out.
Yeah.
And I always feel that hearts of hearts, everybody wants this hair.
Yeah.
They are going to the salon to get them colored,
Yeah.
because this is a trend these days. This
Yes.
ash color is the
Yes.
trend.
Yes.
And many people, they also tell me that, this is not your normal natural grays. You
Okay.
have got them colored.
Okay.
That in itself is also a roadblock, because you again feel that, okay, let me just clarify that these are my natural grays.
Yeah.
I did that
Okay.
initially
Yeah.
to prove myself. But then I realized that why am I proving?
Yeah.
I should not.
Yeah.
Whether they feel it's my colored gray hair because it's in these days, it's my natural hair, I don't have to give any justification or clarification.
Yeah.
So there are roadblocks,
Yeah.
and I do feel that you have to be mindful. You should not get affected by these things.
Right. Definitely. And on the top of that, who made these beauty standards? Like, I think we people have made these
We
standards.
ourselves, yes.
Like, if we have a young face, why can't we have gray hair?
Yes.
So, I think it's all in our minds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's all in our minds. I do come across people who tell me that, you look pretty in gray hair. I will not look pretty. I usually get this DMs also, where ladies are saying that, they suit you, they will never suit us. But all I'm trying to tell is that, have you even tried? Your gray hair needs just your patience and a little bit of courage and belief in yourself that you will look beautiful.
Yeah.
Beauty is never about how others feel. Beauty is always how you feel. So,
yes, the most important. Yes.
yeah. So, I have to be confident about myself that I am looking perfectly fine. That's it.
And yeah, it's not only about gray hair, it's about what we do with our bodies. We constantly go into, self-criticism mode. We go for crash diets to lose some weight.
Yes.
And we go for Botox, we go for surgeries to look a certain way. But who told us that that way is beauty and this way is not beauty? Even I am also guilty of that when I'm saying it. That because we all have certain imperfections, and when we look into the mirror, हम सोचते हैं कि ये ठीक हो जाए, then I would look my best.
Yes. And I think all these standards of looking perfect, in a certain way, is basically because we look up to this Bollywood
Yes.
cinematic thing that,
Yes.
we see on screen, and they look perfectly fine. Everything is available. Mummy makeover is available. Botox is available. Everything is there. But today I just feel that there are so many actresses who are dealing with uh, illnesses,
Yeah.
fatal illnesses. Cancer is on rise, right? This society for which we want to look perfect, this society that is going to give us a certificate that, oh, you look young, even, your age is not nice, your age is, in your 50s, but it's perfectly fine, you're looking in your 40s. With all these mummy makeover or your Botox or false eyelashes or whatever. God forbid, if you come across some illness, this society is never going to come to you.
Definitely.
It is only you alone who is going to struggle and deal with it. While we do everything for the society, but the repercussions of all these beautifications is what you are going to deal all by yourself. Nobody is going to come at that time. So my gray hair journey started when during COVID time, when I, felt a lump under my left underarm.
Okay.
And that was a sign that, that's the first sign that breast cancer has. And there was this fear in my mind that, my child is very young, and COVID is on rise, and now this lump is there. So I introspected and I started to see what all chemicals I am using in my daily routine.
Okay.
And I realized that we are consuming chemicals, we are applying chemicals.
Yeah.
So this is just a sign that your body is giving you
Yeah.
that, too much chemical is going in your body.
Yeah.
So the body is going to show you something. And that was also another reason why I just went on completely non chemical, even for my beauty things, going on to coconut oil for cleaning the skin, or, very natural things that I started to do. Even perfumes, I switched to forest essential perfumes, which were like very, very natural.
Yeah.
So I realized that too many interventions in our, daily routine, in our beautification, is going to cause some sort of harm to your body. There's a price for everything.
Yeah.
There is a price that you pay to get all of these beauty treatments.
Yeah.
There is also a price that your body will pay.
Yeah.
And this is not something that I'm saying to create some kind of fear, but
Yeah.
it's logic.
Yeah. Also, I think the beauty industry is selling insecurity, it's selling insecurity comparisons in the name of products to earn money.
True.
So, how would you throw light on the subject?
Yeah, because, everything is a business.
Yeah.
They are creating these products. Uh, they will not make you aware what is inside that tube. And nobody has that much time that they will Google
Yeah.
what all ingredients that tube carries.
Yeah.
Right? Because we are so insecure, they are benefiting. These brands are benefiting out of these, products. They sell insecurities, but they are making business out of it. They are making profits out of it. So nobody has that time to check the ingredients.
Definitely. So, do you think women start becoming more powerful when they are into self acceptance, when they don't ask validation from others, and when they embrace their authenticity?
Absolutely. Because how they see themselves is for their own self,
Yes.
not for others.
Yes.
And the more you seek validation from outside world, the more your desire to look perfect will increase.
Yes.
The more burden is going to come on you.
Yes.
You need to let go.
Yes.
You need to just be kind to yourself. There is enough pressure that the world is facing today.
Yes.
And I also feel that, when you are comfortable and you don't want to prove anyone,
Yes. You look
you're-
more beautiful.
you look more beautiful, because
it reflects from the inside.
Inside.
I just feel that inner energy reflects outside.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. So you are more beautiful, you are more confident. It does not matter to you how, others look at you.
Yeah. Like, I'll speak for myself. Some days when I'm feeling good, even people have told me that you are looking beautiful today. Because I think it's something with the inner energy, we are in our zone, enjoying ourselves, being our best. And that looks beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a different kind of glow on you
Yeah.
when you are just not worried कि लोग क्या कहेंगे,
Yes.
मैं कैसी लग रही हूँ.
Right.
That does not mean that you don't dress up.
Yes.
That does not mean that you don't look good.
Yes.
You look good.
Very important point.
You look good
Yeah.
organically, just the way you are,
Yes.
so that you are, in love with your own self.
Yes. This is such an important point that you have touched.
Love yourself just the way you are, not to prove anybody.
Hmm.
And one thing that I have seen after, going grey, the amount of time that I save,
Yeah.
the amount of money I save.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't go for spas and all. I do.
Yeah.
Because grey hair, they need more care,
Okay.
right? But I save more money, I save my time.
Yeah.
And I'm preserving my health to
And
whatever
less
extent.
pressure on your head.
Yes.
Yes.
To whatever extent I can, I'm preserving my health.
Yes.
We can I also find it very funny that people, they eat organic diets,
Yeah.
but they use chemicals.
Yeah. Definitely. So yeah, a very valid point that you have touched. It's not that we are saying not to go for diets, not to color your hair, not to look good, not to dress up, but it should come from a place of care and love for yourself rather than seeking validation from others.
Yes.
I think that awareness is very important. That क्या मैं ये कर रही हूँ किसी को इम्प्रेस करने के लिए, सोसाइटी में अच्छा लगने के लिए, वैलिडेशन सीख करने के लिए, या या फॉर द लव ऑफ हु आई एम, यू नो.
True.
So I think we can still color our hair, but sometimes, girls, I've seen my friends coloring their hair because they want some change in their life. They'll be like, I want some novelty.
Yeah.
So I think it should not come from a place of insecurity and, hiding the imperfections.
Right. Yes.
I think we are like on the same page.
Yes.
Hannah?
Yes. True. Because it's like a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
You start once and then you want to look
Yeah.
more better,
Yes.
more better.
Yes.
And this beauty industry is going to keep coming up with more products.
Yes.
There will be, more things to beautify ourselves.
Yeah.
There is no limit to that.
Yeah.
We need to set limits for ourselves, that whatever I'm doing, of course, whatever natural is always going to be natural.
Yeah.
The more you put things in that, there are going to be repercussions.
Yeah.
We need to make ourselves aware what are we putting in our body.
Yeah.
Because even if, like, you're putting any cream, skin is the largest organ.
Yeah.
It's going in your bloodstream. Whether you're bleaching your face, whether you are dyeing your hair or whatever, it's going in your bloodstream because you're applying it on your skin.
Yes.
We can look for substitutes for that. पहले ज़माने में मुल्तानी मिट्टी लगती थी,
Yes.
है ना? You can use multani mitti and look fairer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You can, do so many other things,
Yes.
haldi pack and everything to become fairer. Bleach has its own disadvantages.
Yes.
And even in hair color, they are using bleach these days. They are
Yes.
bleaching the color because they want to go from darker to lighter.
Yes. Yes.
So too much of chemical that comes in our bloodstream.
Definitely. So we can either go for different products, or we can accept how we were born and how, we can be true to our existence, which makes us us. As you shared anxiety and depression, and how you realized that this is putting an extra pressure on yourself.
Yeah, because I was already dealing with anxiety and depression, and when I went into that spiral of comparing myself with others, looking at girls who were slim and trim, and I was, my body had changed after delivering a child. So that comparison was, harsh on my mental health.
Yes.
And I was constantly in a phase where I am either going to the gym to,
Lose
reduce weight,
Yeah.
to become slimmer, or I'm just, doing dieting, that I'm not going to eat this, that. And as a result, what I saw, that my anxiety and depression became even worse. Because भूख लग रही है, but मैं खाऊंगी नहीं, है ना? And because मैं खा नहीं रही हूँ, मैं जिम नहीं जा सकती, because there is no energy.
Yeah.
And it took a toll on my mental health.
Definitely.
I am taking, medication for anxiety and depression, which requires a healthy diet.
Diet. So when did you realize that you were suffering from anxiety and depression?
So after my delivery, the only thing I would do was cry.
It was postpartum depression.
Postpartum depression, and I would just cry sitting, very unhappy. So I was diagnosed with bipolar depression because one moment I was very happy, the other moment I was just sulking, crying, cribbing, taking out my anger, frustrations. So I have always been, I would call it a blessing. I've always been very open to see a doctor, to take
To take
medication,
help. Yes.
to take help, to speak out what I'm feeling. And there have been times that I have been told that, oh, you are taking medicine for anxiety and depression. Don't say it to anyone. That
This is
taboo
such
is
a
still there.
taboo. That's so wrong.
Yeah. I also, took my time to continue my medication
Okay.
because that acceptance, we humans, we live in phases.
Yes.
Right. So during my postpartum time, when I was aware that I am having bipolar depression when my child was very small. So I started taking medication, but there came a time that I went into spirituality. It did help me. It calmed me down, and I was able to wean off myself from the medication.
Okay.
There came a phase.
Okay.
But then, it's a tendency to go back to anxiety when your environment gives you triggers.
Yes.
So then there is this upheaval that happens within you as well.
Yes.
Right? So this time, recently when again this episode happened of anxiety, so I took my time because I had seen that phase where I weaned off myself
Yes.
from the medication, and I thought that I can do it again. And the only thing that I kept doing was I kept talking to people that, I'm anxious, or, I'm feeling low. I'm not feeling comfortable.
I'm so proud of you because people don't talk about that. I have heard people saying कि मुझे नहीं होती anxiety, and I can see their hands shivering, they're banging the tables, but they would say कि मुझे नहीं होती anxiety, and like, dude, that is anxiety, but they would not accept. So the fact that you're so vulnerable and accepting about the fact that you went through it is such a blessing, I would say.
Absolutely, because when you accept something, half of your battle you've already won.
Yes.
Acceptance is something which will settle in your problem to some extent.
Yes.
Right? So this time again, when I had the episode, one can call it perimenopause phase or whatever, right? That's what the doctor says. So this is a second phase that I am into, and anxiety and depression is there due to perimenopause phase. So I took my time to go back to medicine, but then I realized that I have to take it, and my life, my quality of life will become better.
Yeah.
So I have always been very open about dealing with anxiety and depression. I don't have any taboo in my mind. There are people who tell me that, सबको मत बोला करो that तुम medicine खा रहे हो.
Yes.
There are people who tell me कि what is the problem with you? You are so blessed. You look so pretty. You can't be going through anxiety or
Yes.
depression. But a person who is dealing with anxiety and depression, they don't know themselves that why this is happening to them.
Yes. There is a term called generalized anxiety. It can happen to anybody. So there cannot be any reason. ऐसा होता है कि कोई reason, क्योंकि बहुत सारे reasons होते हैं, कई बार उस reason तक नहीं पहुंच पाते because we are born from some parents. It can be genetic also.
Absolutely.
और इतना बड़ा childhood रहा है, उसमें कुछ हुआ हो, so anything
Yeah.
can lead to anxiety in adults.
Absolutely.
So your childhood plays a big role, and your childhood can be a reason for your anxiety in adulthood.
Absolutely. I agree. There are wounds that are unhealed,
Yes.
that has caused some sort of trauma to you, knowingly or unknowingly, because you were unable to handle those emotions
Yeah.
at a given point in time. You were not prepared for that emotion to,
Yes.
come in your life, but it came.
Yeah.
And it jolted you to an extent that there was this upheaval of emotions,
Yes.
right? So today I feel that everybody is anxious.
Yes.
Fast pace of life that we are living into is in itself
Yeah.
the real cause of anxiety.
Definitely.
Children are coming up with anxiety.
Definitely.
The kind of
Yeah.
social media age we are living into is the real cause of anxiety in children also. So, why this anxiety and depression is still a taboo?
Yeah. Definitely.
It's a myth.
It's a myth, definitely. Also, uh, 90% of the population is anxious, but most of them are running away from it by keeping themselves busy. Just as you shared that
Yeah.
somebody told you, keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
So, keeping ourselves busy is good. It is called avoidance.
Yes.
But we have to sit with ourselves. मतलब कभी तो अपने साथ बैठोगे ना.
True. And
Yeah.
the sooner you accept your reality,
Yes.
the better you will start feeling.
Yes.
So, this spiral of, looking better is in itself the real cause of anxiety.
Yeah.
I can bet you that if there is any fashion trend that comes, most of the females, they become anxious that I also want to get it
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
You know, they are not okay कि हाँ ठीक है कोई
Yeah.
बात नहीं, मैं नहीं करवाऊंगी तो चलेगा. You know,
Yes. Yes.
so you have to normalize
Yes.
yourself.
I've also felt that when we go to parties, we go to parties to enjoy ourselves, but then we are anxious that are we looking our best? Like all of us, I think most of us, we are anxious, and I have felt I enjoy more when I feel like I'm looking good today. So this is an added pressure, definitely. Otherwise, we would be ourselves and enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
But then we compare to each other, and then there's a loop.
There's a loop that starts.
Yes.
And, these days when you go out, meet your friends, they're talking about, how this
Yeah.
climate is changing. There is all of this, like, summers are coming early and
Yeah.
everything. But the kind of fashion of, buying new things every day,
Yes.
because the repetition of clothes should also not be there. That is also a stress
Yes.
on us,
Yes.
that we are not going to repeat, or we are not going to, so we
Yes.
buy more. If we look at this hair color thing, when you go for a hair color, the amount of water is being wasted.
Yeah.
You have to take a hair wash 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
That in itself is leading to global warming as well. We talk about global warming very, that
Often,
as if
yes.
we care for our environment,
Yeah.
but what are we doing?
Yeah.
That little effort on your side of not going for hair color,
Yeah.
you are going to save so much of water. So, like they say, na, कहना आसान है,
Yes.
बात करना आसान है, but effort और उसकी तरफ steps लेना,
Yeah.
वो सबसे मुश्किल है.
Yes.
So if we all become a little more aware of, my existence on this planet is, coming with a heavy price that my planet is paying, I think
Yes.
a lot of things will change.
Exactly.
Our future generation is going to get a better quality of life, better
Yes.
resources.
Otherwise, it's going to increase. Like how earlier we used to just color our nails. Now they are nail extensions. Like I also have done it. But this is, I think things are only going to increase.
Yes.
And the pressure is only going to increase. So the only solution is accepting ourselves who we are
Yeah.
and then moving in the world.
Right. So once, I received a very funny DM, and it was written that, I had done some collaboration, and the DM was from a female only, and she said, have you ever looked at your hands? They are so ugly.
Oh.
Yeah. And I replied to her दैट मोर होता है ना, देखने में बहुत प्रिटी होता है. मोर के कभी पैर देखे हैं?
Yes.
बहुत अगली होते हैं.
Yes.
It's okay.
Such a
Not
beautiful answer.
everything can be pretty.
Yeah. And as it is said, beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. Matlab, how you see it, you know.
Yeah.
When we love someone, that person eventually looks beautiful to us. You know.
True.
So I think it's all about like how we perceive and see.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, that,
Yeah.
you know, in this DM also,
Yes.
this female had suggested me there are nail extensions, there are
Oh,
gel
really?
nails. You know, you can beautify yourself, your hands, they look ugly.
Okay.
And now it has become a very common nature, natural nature of mine, that, you know, I don't get swayed, that I don't get insecure.
Yes.
जैसे हैं ठीक है.
बिल्कुल.
I don't even apply nail paint because I feel that it's okay.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine. So, you know, I'm just making this point because females are going to make the other female
Yes.
insecure.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they don't find the liberation that anybody is enjoying, the liberty of not coloring hair, the liberty of being natural. They want to put this tiny seed of insecurity in your mind.
Yes.
So it all, I could have gone for nail extension. I could have gone,
Of course,
you know.
anybody can.
Anybody can.
Yes.
Anybody, you know,
Yes.
can do it. But then that tiny seed, am I going to water it
Yes.
by being more insecure about myself?
Yes.
Or I'm going to actually feel even more insecure, and with my reply,
Yeah.
you know, that मोर होता है, वो बहुत pretty होता है, but उसके पैर ugly होते हैं.
Yes.
Making my point
Yes.
that even if something is not pretty,
Yes.
I am okay with it.
Yes. That's
कि
such a beautiful.
मैं अपने आप को change नहीं करूँगी because you want to see something on my hands.
Yes.
I'm absolutely fine just the way I am.
And that's how nature is, I think. Because everything looks beautiful with the flaws,
True.
which we consider as flaws.
But
you know, it's a part of the beauty.
It's part of the whole thing
Yeah.
that God has created.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I think imperfections are beautiful.
Yeah.
They have their own beauty in
Yeah.
it.
Bilkul. You know, speak in a poetic language. So I thought I would write something. So मैंने कुछ लिखा about the beauty thing.
Right.
So it goes like, the hair on your body does not make you less of a woman. The crooked teeth in your smile makes you more of a human.
Yes.
Your dark circles are evidence that your mind thinks deep. Your freckles are where angels have kissed you in your sleep. Every grey hair carries wisdom of a life lived truly. All your flaws are a proof that you lived fully.
Yeah.
Beauty is a perception, not perfection set by others. Let's carry our flaws with love, like a rainbow has all the colors.
Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful.
I just tried.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, so ma'am, what message would you give to the young girls who has yet to see the world and yet to face the society? What message would you give to them?
So I think the message would be just be yourself and be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
Respect, you know, your body, the body that God has created. God has sent you with everything that's going to look perfect on you.
Yeah.
And as these young girls are going to grow, they are going to see changes, which are also, you know, God has already planned all
Yes.
these changes
Yes.
for them.
Yes.
So they should just respect God in a way by respecting them, their own self.
Yes.
So I think that confidence, the respect that they can give to themselves, nobody else can give it to them.
Yeah.
They should not seek respect and confidence from anybody else.
Yeah.
It's their own journey that can actually give them that confidence.
Yes.
Their own, you know, this thing, their own faith in themselves
Yes.
their
Yes.
own confidence in how they carry themselves,
Yes.
not focusing on what others are going to think
Yeah.
about them,
Yeah.
not focusing on the harshness or the fakeness of the world, not
Yeah.
focusing on that,
Yeah.
rather just focusing on themselves,
Mm.
is actually going to make their lives easier
Mm.
and more happier, more fuller.
Yeah. Yes, that's so beautiful. Also, I would like to add, like, I read somewhere that you have criticized yourself for years. Try acceptance now. You know, when you look in the mirror and criticize कि ये अच्छा नहीं है. So it's been said that you cannot get the body you love by hating the body you have.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah. So when we love ourselves, we can even change it. It doesn't impact on our mental health.
True,
So yeah.
true.
So
I think whatever we can do to preserve our mental health
yes.
is the, pure form of love
Yes.
for ourselves.
Definitely.
And when we love ourselves, it's only then we can go out in the world and love others.
Definitely. Yes. When
And
we accept ourselves, तभी हम दूसरों के flaws को भी accept करेंगे.
true.
Otherwise, we'll go outside and just like that DM.
Yeah.
In that DM that women told you that, change.
Nails.
I feel sad for that lady because she must have gone through something.
True. True.
Yeah.
But that's what the learning is, that even if the world tells you this
Yeah.
is your flaw, even if they highlight your flaws,
Yeah.
you don't highlight it for yourself. That is your strength.
Yes. Yes.
Because our brain is such that our brain is going to become weaker, very easily.
Yeah. Yes.
So you need to create or generate strength for yourself.
Definitely.
You need to be a constant generator.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
So we'll wind up with this. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your love, sharing your story with us, and it was pleasure to have you.
Pleasure was all mine. Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Tamanna.
Thank you.
More power to you. And
Same to you.
thank you. And I feel this Rewire is such a beautiful thing that you have started. And I wish you all the luck.
Thank you
and
so
may
much.
you grow, and may you touch so many lives that can actually help people heal from within. May your voice has so much of power that others, you can transmit that power to others as well.
Thank you so much.
Through
That
this
is so
Rewire.
beautiful.
Yeah,
That
God
is the
bless you.
intention. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.